February the 5th, garden flowers. Nearly all of January's garden plants continue into February. For example, snowdrops, cyclamen, crocuses, Algerian irises, periwinkles, lungworts, hellebores, winter pansies, and winter heathers. Whereas last month you may have seen the first tentative blooms, this month you could see all of them at their best. Among the first to go over are the winter aconites. Snowdrops, the fair maids of February, are now usually at their most numerous. Although everywhere in parks and gardens there are very few places that they can be seen wild. Even these sites are of dubious origin, for example by the River Mole near Norbury Park. 150 years ago there were many more places, but these have been eradicated by London's trowel thieves. Christina Rossetti referred to snowdrops as winter's last snowflakes, and in Italy they were called La Crema della Madonna, the tears of Our Lady. A surprising collection of gigantic snowdrops can be seen in Chelsea Physic Garden, with Galanthus plicatus Gerald Parker taking a bit of beating. Others have fashionable markings such as upside-down hearts and green dots. Parks and gardens still have their requisite beds of primulas, polyanthus, winter pansies, double daisies, and winter heathers. Some new bulbs may now be starting to appear, for example squills, Scilla species, and glory of the snow, Chionodoxa, as well as a host of different varieties of crocuses and daffodils. By the end of the month, these will be joined by the first grape hyacinths, Muscari. The spring snowflake, Leucojum vernum, is now joined by the confusingly named summer snowflake, Leucojum aestivum. The latter is much larger and has clusters of flowers at the end of its stems rather than the one or two produced by the spring snowflake. It used to exist in the wild along the shores of the Thames, particularly between Greenwich and Woolwich. Alas, no more, although it did hang on in Plumstead marshes till the end of the 19th century. Now it just turns up as a garden escape. Spring snowflakes are even rarer, but there are significant numbers of Leucojum vernum carpathicum with its yellow-tipped tepals to be enjoyed in Savile Gardens, which, although technically outside London, has too precious a plant collection to be ignored. A reasonably complete range of common garden plants can usually be seen in the private front gardens surrounding Kew Green, without even entering Kew Gardens itself. Once inside Kew Gardens, rarer plants such as Pulsatilla hallorai, Saxifraga sancta, and Ribes loriflorum, as well as some of the rarer squirrels, can be found. Whereas Kew has attractive drifts of more common bulbs, Wisley has more diversity, with an excellent range of hellebores, narcissi, pulmonarias, cyclamen, and winter heathers. A Chinese relation of the Daphnes, Edgeworthia, is worth seeking out on Battleston Hill at Wisley. It has two attractive forms, one with red flowers and another with egg yolk yellow flowers. Both are highly scented. The plant is unusual in that its branches are so rubbery they can actually be bent into circles and almost tied together without the plant incurring any damage. And other attractive plants that may be seen in gardens this month include Hepatica, Omphalides, Acidanthera, Brunera, Symphytum, Haketia, Erythonium, and Pushkinea.